Hello. It's going to be a very busy week, potentially quite a stormy week. Some very strong winds over the next several days and some heavy rain too. And over the next 24 hours, we've also got some pretty high temperatures also. The wind's really picking up as we go through the next 24 hours. And as I say, for some, there'll be some heavy rain too. Mostly being created by Storm Helene. The swirl on the satellite image is approaching. But ahead of that, the wind's coming up from the southwest, bringing the warmth in places through the rest of Monday, where we see some sunshine across the southeast of England and increasingly across parts of East Anglia, temperatures getting into the low to mid-20s. Thicker cloud, though, elsewhere, particularly across Scotland, with further outbreaks of rain here and for parts of Northern Ireland. The winds just continuing to strengthen, bringing up that warm air, but also will be getting very lively later on. Look at the temperatures. We're talking low to mid-20s in the sunnier skies, and even where it's cloudy further north, temperatures in the high teens. But the winds will really strengthen through this evening. Here comes Storm Helene. Where the isobars are squeezing together, that's where the strongest winds will be. So initially through this evening, it's across the southwest of England. Gusts of wind of 50, 55, possibly 60 miles an hour. Those stronger winds then spread their way into parts of Wales, and the strongest winds for the afternoon on Tuesday will be across northern England with gusts of 40 to 50 miles an hour. Those kind of winds could cause some damage to trees and could cause some travel disruption. So just bear that in mind. Now, it's not just all about the winds. There'll be some heavy rain too across northern Scotland. Another bout of rain works its way through Northern Ireland and back across Scotland during the early hours. And then more wet weather pushes into Wales and southwest England for a time, accompanied by those, say, potentially damaging gusts of wind. All the while, it stays very mild. These are the temperatures overnight. Many towns and cities staying in the mid-teens, some places in the high teens. So a warm start to Tuesday, but a wet and windy one for Wales, parts of northern England especially, and further heavy rain to come across Scotland, particularly so in the west. Some brighter spells will develop and the winds will be easing a little bit across the south, but the afternoon sees some gusty conditions, especially over parts of northern England. It'll still be relatively mild, although it won't feel that mild because of the strength of the wind. Temperatures, again, getting into the low 20s in places, but some blustery showers, and when they come along, it will feel an awful lot cooler. And we're not done there with the potentially wild weather. Further bands of strong winds and heavy rain sweeping in from the Atlantic through Tuesday night and possibly for the rest of this working week. So there's a lot going on. Keep up to date with the very latest Met Office weather warnings, and for our full week ahead forecast, that'll be available on YouTube later on Monday afternoon.